Travis Wayne Goodsell. I was looking over Book of Revelation, and wondering what else I could discover. For those of you who are unaware, Apophis, which is the Egyptian serpent of the night, it's been given the name to an asteroid that I did a month ago and said you guys will most likely have forgotten about it when the time comes. And so here I am reminding you. It's tomorrow. It's most likely going to miss, but the next two times, 29 and 63, I think, are the dates. 63 for certain is a high percentage of hitting the Earth. 29 is lesser of a percentage. But that's tomorrow, as today was ring day. Also, any moment now, within the next several days, they're expecting Iceland to blow. It's had 17,000 earthquakes, all right close together, and they're expecting a volcanic eruption as a result of it. So yeah, it's something I wanted to keep up on, and hope Frederick got my message I posted on his channel. Otherwise, I hope you're listening to this video. Hopefully I get it to you before it blows. It's heading right for you. So we'll just cover a brief portion of what I had gone over. I started with Revelation chapter 7, because 6 has pretty much happened. And there was the first part of 7, it's not referring to signs in the heavens. It's apparently referring to after the Messiah, after the manner of the Jews. Remember, Mormons? Book of Mormon, learning of the Jews, language of the Egyptians. That's how you need to think of everything in Scripture. So don't be looking for no second coming of a guy named Jesus. Ain't gonna happen. But here we have a situation where he's talking about a mass conversion of the whole earth. Let's see, where does it say that he didn't know the number? I'm not seeing it. It looks like it's up further up the page. Yeah. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne. Well, that's impossible. Before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. But he talks about how they came out of great tribulation, and that they serve in the temple night and day, but yet the sun doesn't light on them. So I guess the climate change is going to be so severe that we will need to stay within the pyramid cities of Zion and New Jerusalem, and as many other pyramid cities as can be made. According to the methane that has been released in our atmosphere that I was learning about back in 2016, we don't have much time before the air becomes too poisonous to breathe. It's going to start along the coastlines because of the ocean release, and then get worse. I might remember that picture. Got it somewhere. Methane pick. Hope I can find it quick and easy. But they no longer hunger. They no longer thirst. Now, it's not because we don't need to eat anymore and have water to drink. No, it means they don't have famine. They don't have drought. And because the Lamb, the Messiah, after the learning of the Jews, shall take care of them. His new economy for the world. And nobody will need to go hungry. No more poor. And wipe away their tears. So no more criminals who deprive us of life, liberty, and property. Wickedness destroyed. So that's something interesting. And I know exactly how it is to be done. The Book of Mormon tells us when it defines priestcraft. No more money. Remove money from the equation, and there won't be any banks to rob. Why would you need to rob a bank anyway if you're getting everything you need and want? And so there's no need for crime. The problem of the book Utopia by Thomas More becomes solved. And that has to be done by destroying the governments. And so then we get to the seventh seal. And now we get signs in the heavens. There was silence in heaven about the space of a half an hour. And that simply means that there are no signs in the heavens for a period of a half an hour space-time. And here he sees 7 angels. Now this is in heaven, so there's 7 angels standing before God. What is the God constellation? Ophiuchus, that's the throne of God. And to them were given 7 trumpets. And so that's Serpentine has the 7 crowns and the 7 heads. And so he's turning Serpentine, instead of the dragon constellation sign that he talks about later on, he's now talking about this in the terms of trumpets and heads, 7 angels, 7 trumpets, and they came and stood at the altar. Well, the altar is what's next to Serpent's head with the throne of God, Ophiuchus. That's Libra, the judgment bar of God. The altar. And so there will be a golden censer, as it's talking about. These are signs in the heavens. They're using imagery from earth to describe the heavens. So don't start thinking there's an actual altar or God or angels or trumpets, censers, incense, etc. He's just seeing the heavens, and he's seeing the meaning behind the constellation and the sign in the heavens that he's seeing here. the prayers of all the saints upon the golden altar, which was before the throne. So yeah, as constellations go east to west, so too does Libra go before Ophiuchus. And so the angels would be all 7. I've got to check this. That's why I was looking for something to check for signs in the heavens, because we're pretty much running out of what I had known before. I know we have 2 more coming, 2 more days of darkness in 2023 and 2024. There is going to be in 2022, which I had put in my book of signs back in 2017, which is in desperate need of an update. I put in that their astronomers are expecting a big explosion of two suns that are going to collide and thus create a massive explosion and a big light that we will see on the 15th of March. I believe that's the day. But we still have next year for that to happen. But just so that you get a heads up on that. Let's see, the first angel sounded, hail mingled with blood cast upon the earth. And so here we have stars falling from heaven here, with events on earth associated with it. So again, we're having more California, all west coasts, and fires, and grasses getting burnt up. We're already seeing that situation. Hail comes from storms. I did see a tiny little bit of hail with the last snowstorm that we had coming by. Second angel, great mountain burning with fire cast into the sea. Meteor. Sea became blood, but that's beginning of creation. Third part of the creatures of the sea died, ships were destroyed, because you don't have third part of ships. Third angel, we're having stars falling from the heavens here, and he goes over that in chapter 6, where it's repeated in Matthew and Joel. Stars fall from the heavens. And one of the stars is named Wormwood, which means bitterness. And third part of the sun is smitten. So a partial solar eclipse seems to be indicated there, and a third part. It could be. The moons are in quarters, so the third quarter moon, maybe. Like I said, I have to check these and see if I can find something that's associated with it. And in case you're wondering, when Monson died that evening, guess what happened in the heavens? Stars fell from the tail of the dragon. But I thought there was, I guess it's the great star that I saw. And so, yes, there's that Monson's death. He would be considered a great star during the stars falling from heaven, with the sign of the tail of the dragon. And so we may have already experienced some of these. the sign of the dragon, for example, was on December 17th, 2017, which was the 5th dark day of Hanukkah. That was dragon sign, and it's associated with the the tail of the dragon rather than the heads of the dragon, though. So, yeah, I've got some checking to do, because 7 angels refers to all 5 visible planets: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, plus the sun and the moon. That's how you get 7 angels. So, just wanted to keep up on you for what's been going on. Maybe I'll check here real quick, and if I find it, all 7 joined together at the head of Serpens, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I think Serpens has the 7 heads and the 7 crown, or the 7 in the crown for Corona, the Corona Borealis. So, alrighty. So we may have already had this.